Into match number 2, we go now over in Africa, that's right, as we head into the Africa Cup of Nations qualifying phase after, of course, a early burst of games over in match number 1, who, of course, has got the upper hand, who, of course, is already on the brink of elimination. We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we're taking a look at match number 2, of course, over in the Africa Cup of Nations. It is the qualification phase. It is still early days, but of course, big games up ahead, just around the corner. And we'll get to it in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button. You want to stop shop for Africa Cup of Nations is right here under one Ruski. Now this is match number 2, part 1. We'll have a second part probably tomorrow, so we'll see about that. But before all that, we're going to take a little look back at how we all got on last time around with, of course, match number 1, part 1, of course. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright then, folks, foremost, let's take a little look back at how we all got on with the first round of matches. So these were the results. The results are on the right hand side, my picks are on the left. Alright then, of course, kicking it at the top of the graphic there, Comoros and Gambia duked out a 1-1 draw. The Central African Republic picked up a 3-1 win over Lesotho. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Tunisia picked up a big win over Madagascar. 1-0 win in that game, 3-1 winners in my eyes. Libya and Rwanda was a 1-1 draw. With a 1-0 win. Algeria 2-0 winners of Equatorial Guinea. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Sudan with a 1-0 win over Niger. I went with a 1-1 draw on that one. Ghana did lose, would you Adam and Eve, the Black Stars to Angola. Chris Shuton's Ghana hitting a bit of a skids already. Meanwhile, Tanzania and Ethiopia could not be separated. 0-0 in the end. I went with a 1-1 draw myself. Guinea-Bissau with a 1-0 win over Swafi. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Kenya picked up a monster 1-0 win over Zimbabwe. My boys right there. Got that one bang on the nose. Meanwhile, Congo, Republic of Congo, I believe, yeah, that's right, 1-0 winners over South Sudan, 2-1 winners in my eyes, and Burundi picked up a 3-2 win away to Malawi. That's right, I went with a 2-1 win as well, so ain't too shabby. Now, of course, this is where I would usually typically show you your predictions, or of course the leaderboard, but we are of course out and about and it's making things a little bit more difficult, so we're going to skip that for the time being. It's still live, it still exists, and of course I want to encourage you to get going with the next round of games in just a second. So quick look at the tables. Nothing too much to be gained from these tables. As you see, Tunisia opened up with a win, as did the Central African Republic, the top group B. Of course, a lot of teams are in action in the part 2 of this first round of games. Rwanda kicking up the point as well. Algeria doing the thing. Angola, though, surprising us all with that win over Ghana. Meanwhile, further down, the old groups there, Ethiopia with a draw. Guinea-Bissau with a free-pointer as well in their group. Cameroon, nothing so far. It says Kenya with nothing in there, but they did pick up a win, so I don't know what that's all about. Congo with a big 3-pointer as well, and Burundi opening up with a bit of a banger as well. So let's take a look then, of course, at the Super Brew link, or the Prediction League link is right there. Get it amongst it. But we are now going to jump into the next round of games. That's right, and they should be on the screen right about now. That's right, so we're going to jump into it with these games, and of course look forward to the next round of matches. Right then, folks, let's kick it all off with, of course, a quick look at the opening round of games. That's right, we're going to start with Gambia. That's right, taking on Tunisia. Now this match, believe it or not, is going to take place over in Morocco. That's right, for whatever reason. Now these two nations have played just the one time since 2022, and it was a win for Gambia. That's right, who do coming into this on a 25% form for them at the moment, up against the Tunisia side, unbeaten in the last 4 matches. And of course that one and only match between these two sides took place back in January 2022, and it was a 1-0 win for Gambia, who coming into this on the back of a 1-1 draw against Comoros. Tunisia with that important 1-0 win over Madagascar, which means now 3 clean sheets on the bounce. Tunisia are probably hotly fancy to win this game, but I've got no bookies odds on this one, so we're going to have to go with my gut. And my gut says it will be a win for No, it's not. Wow, I pulled a fast one on you. It's going to be a repeat of that early match back in January 2022. It's going to be another 1-0 win for Gambia to secure a big vital win in Group A to try to get them closer to, of course, qualification for the Africa Cup of Nations. Sticking in Morocco, of course, for the next match, we are going to take a look at Madagascar taking on Comoros. That's right, another heavyweight clash. coming at you this coming September the 9th. That's right. Madagascar taking on Comoros for what will be the 5th time since 2007, taking place at the Ono Stadium in Morocco. Played 4 times. 58% form for Madagascar right now, just 1 win in 4 against Comoros side without a win in the last 3. Now the previous 4 have gone with Madagascar, including a 2-1 win last time around back in June 2024. Madagascar coming into this on the back of a 1-0 loss to Tunisia, and that makes it back-to-back games now without a goal. Comoros with that cheeky point against Gambia, and it could be a massive point at the end of the day, really, in this Group A, which seems to be quite competitive when you think about it. Once again, got no odds on this one, but my odds are my gut, so it's going to be another 1-1 draw. Point in the bag, which will be monstrous for Comoros. Madagascar also picking up their first point in the qualification phase so far. And once again, folks, we are sticking in Morocco with Lesotho. They're taking on Morocco as well in the second round of matches. Of course, Lesotho classed as the home side. We'll be taking on Morocco in the away venue here, in the away dugout, should we say. Lesotho without a win in the last 5, though. Pretty grim stuff against the Morocco side, who have just picked up 1 loss in the last 6 games. This will be the first match that these two sides have played against each other, but with Lesotho looking for a first win in a long time. That first win, or the last win, was a 2-0 win over Zimbabwe way back in the 7th of June 2024. Morocco, they're looking pretty A-OK right now after that 6-0 win last time around against the Congo Republic back on the 11th of June. Of course, looking at again with this one, no bookies odds, but my gut says it should be a convincing win in the end for Morocco at their own place. Next up, we go to Equatorial Guinea. That's right, they're taking on Togo in, of course, match day number 2. Equatorial Guinea, so far so good for them. But taking on a Togo side who come into this on the back of a defeat. When I say so far so good, it's not been actually good for Equatorial Guinea. They come into this on the back of a loss, actually, to Algeria, of course, which was back in Group E. Equatorial Guinea, just 1 win the last 4. Grim times, 33% form for them right now. Togo, though, 42% form for them as well. Just 1 defeat in the last 4, however, 1 win in the last 6, depending on how you look at it. Togo's last match was a World Cup qualifier. Was it this month? I don't know, it was way back in June against Democratic Republic of Congo. So they're back in action again. As for Equatorial Guinea, just the 1 win in the last 4 and only 1 goal scored in the last 4, and that was in that win against Malawi. No bookies odds on this one, but, and again, no previous record for these two sides. We are going to go with a 1-0 win for Equatorial Guinea. I think they should too much quality in the end against the Togo side, who of course looking to kick on in any shape whatsoever. But grim times ahead for Togo. Equatorial Guinea with the W, and away we go for the next one. Let's head on over to Angola then, shall we? Of course, they are taking on Sudan, of course, in match day number 2. Angola with that monstrous win over Ghana heading into this week. Looking to make it 2 wins out of 2 as they take on Sudan. They've played just the 1 time since 2012 and ended up as a 2-2 thriller way back in January 2012. Angola, 5 wins on the spin for them, looking pretty good at the moment up against the Sudan side. Also picking up 3 wins on the bounce, 67% form for them heading into this one. Sudan on the back of a 1-0 win over Niger. It's actually been 3 clean sheets on the spin for Sudan in those 3 victories, which stretch all the way back to June the 6th. As for Angola, also back-to-back clean sheets for them. Haven't suffered a defeat since, well, actually, you haven't suffered. Yeah, when was the last defeat? The last defeat, you've got to go back all the way back to June. When I say June, I mean March, where Morocco picked up a 1-0 win over Angola. So heavyweight clashes there over in Group F. Big winners around the table here, but for me, I'm going to stick with Angola. Of course, impressive win against Ghana. They look pretty good at the moment, and I think they're pretty much nailed on to get themselves to qualification for this African Cup of Nations later on in the year. Next up, it's Nigeria up against Ghana, that's right. But this match, again, taking place over in Morocco. The busy venue is Morocco at the Bekan Messinapal Stadium. Nigeria and Ghana have played twice since 2013. It's been 1 win apiece, with the most recent match being way back in January 2023. It's an African Cup of Nations knockout stages. Nigeria picked up a 2-0 win way back in January 2023. 33% form for Nigeria at the moment, 3 defeats on the spin. Ghana, though, on 50% form for them right now, but they do come into this on the back of that loss against Angola. Nigeria with a loss also against Sudan in a very, very spicy Group F. Bookies don't have one on this one. I do think the Black Stars have got to get something at this one, otherwise they could be staring at elimination, even though it's very, very early in the qualification phase. Going to go with a 2-1 win for the Black Stars. They'll take it, they'll move on, and hopefully they'll kick on after that. Next up, we have Ethiopia taking on the Democratic Republic of Congo. This match taking place over in Tanzania, though, at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium. That's right, as these two sides try to kick on from their first round matches. What we've got here, we've got, I've bloody lost my place here, Ethiopia coming into this match on the back of a draw last time around. Democratic Republic of Congo on the back of a win. They have played just the one time since 2016. It was a win for Democratic Republic of Congo way back in January 2016. It was a 3-0 win in the African Cup of Nations over in the group phases. Ethiopia, though, yet to taste defeat in at least 4 matches. That last defeat was against Burkina Faso back in November 2023. Democratic Republic of Congo coming to this with 1 win in 4, and that 1 win was against Togo in, of course, World Cup qualifying phase. World Cup qualifying phase, is that right? In their previous match. Ethiopia on the back of a 0-0 draw, 3 successive draws for them. In fact, they've drawn 4 of the last 6 between these two matches. Again, got no odds on this one. Tight one to call, but I am going to go with a 1-1 scoreline here. I think Ethiopia are going to be difficult at home, or in their home dugout, should we say, and Democratic Republic of Congo are difficult to beat, and I think they will grind something out of this result in the end. Let's head over to Uganda now as they take on Congo, of course, over in match day number 2, taking place at the Mandela National Stadium. That's right, over in Uganda. Of course, looking to kick on themselves from their opening day. Uganda coming into on the back of a defeat, 58% form for them at the moment over the last 6, against the Congo Republic side, who did pick up a win last time around against South Sudan. 1-0 win they did. Uganda with a cheeky narrow loss against Algeria 2-1. But both sides coming into this looking to kick on from the previous matches. That's right, played twice since 2016, just 1 win for Uganda, nothing for Congo. It's been a draw between the two sides. The last match between the two sides was back in November 2017, and it was that draw in the World Cup qualification phase way back in 2017. Uganda looking for their second win in about, well, we're looking at a second win in 3 games. Of course, that last win was against Botswana back in June, also in the World Cup qualification phase. Congo Republic on the back of that 1-0 win over Sudan. Prior to that, they did get spanked by Morocco 6-0 on their own turf. Again, got no odds on this one, but my gut says it's going to be a 2-1 away win for the Congo Republic to kick on and give some life into their Group K qualification phase. And then we're going to wrap it all up with Burundi taking on Senegal. Now this match will take place over in Malawi, so another interesting venue for the qualification matches here. Of course, taking place at the, where are we going here? We're going to go to the Bingu National Stadium over in Malawi as Burundi take on of course, a very difficult and always tough to beat Senegal. That's right, coming at you on the one of the early kickoffs on September the 9th. Played twice since 2015, 2 wins out of 2 for Senegal, including a 2-0 win last time around back in June 2016. Senegal, of course, just 1 defeat in the last 6, pretty much fantastic form right now. But the same can be said for Burundi, unbeaten in the last 4 matches, including back-to-back wins. And those back-to-back wins include 3-1 win over Seychelles and a 3-2 win over Malawi. Senegal's last match was a 1-0 win over Marciana back in June. Of course, so they've only got the 1 match within the African Cup of Nations this international break. But that match will be a monumental one for them, as I do anticipate them to win this game. 2-0 win comfortably. Senegal are realistically in a league of their own in the African Cup of Nations realm of things. So 2-0 win for me in a very, very topsy-turvy prediction show. Yes, it is, of course. We just don't know what we're going to get right here, right now. But of course, don't forget to get your own predictions in right here, right now. Use the link. Should be on the screen right about now. But of course, we'll be back for match number 2, part 2, over in Africa, probably tomorrow. Hopefully with a bit more fluidity to the old show. But until then, subscribe, smash the like, catch you later. Until then, we are done.